Nice, mucho gusto, man. Gracias.
Gracias. I know that you know some words in Spanish. I want to ask you about it
Ya, habla
then.
español.
¿Hablas
Habla
español?
español. Sí, bueno, más y media.
Más o
Más y
menos,
menos.
más o
Más y
menos.
menos.
Bueno, so
Like, I have the Spanish of maybe like a 8-year-old kid, so it's not bad.
okay, but did you study in the high school or why do
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Well, half my town is Mexican, so
Ah, okay.
I grew up working since I was 8 in my aunt's bakery, and all the workers are half Mexican, so we start talking in the kitchen at a very young age, and I've traveled a lot to Mexico and Guatemala and all over South and Central America. So yeah,
Okay. Okay, perfect. I want to talk with you about music, about your new album. Okay, this is a video, and then I will publish in my own YouTube channel in a
great,
few days. Okay.
cool, perfect.
Okay, your new album, Arose Wrong 117, will be released in the first half of 2024. Are you excited about this new launch?
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's the first full length Mad Caddies record in a long time, and we worked really hard on it. The and we recorded it in the spring of 2023. It was supposed to be out this summer, but it's always politics with labels and stuff, and it got pushed back. But we're just happy it's finally coming out because we're
Okay.
yeah, it's something new and different, and it's really fun for us. So we're
Okay.
happy about it.
Did you record it the last year
Yeah, we recorded it. We finished it in May of
in May?
2023. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And we've been performing the songs live on the tour this year. We've been playing 4 songs, and the crowd likes the new songs, so that's a good sign. Yeah.
Okay. When you have played in Madrid the last October, you have played some songs about this album or not?
Yeah, yeah. I think we played 3 or maybe 4 new songs. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
Madrid. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I am calling from Barcelona.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we had a nice time. We played that festival. I don't remember the name of the town, but it was like an hour and a half north of Barcelona, and we played this festival in October. It was
Yeah,
really
in
cool.
Girona, no? In or
Ah,
Salt.
Girona.
In
Yeah,
Girona.
Girona.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
a cool town. Really nice town.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I saw you in 3 times, one of them in Barcelona 2 years ago in Razmataz Club
Uh huh.
in a summer.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It was a hot day,
I
very hot
remember
day.
it was a hot day. I remember.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, your last single, Palm Trees and Pines, was described by you as about all the things that you love about California. Why did you want to dedicate a song to California?
Well, it's just California is such a diverse place. People always think, if you've never been to California, people always think that it's just Los Angeles or Hollywood or San Francisco, but there's 40 million people here. We're
Yes.
California is the same size as like France and Canada and Australia. Like,
Yes, it's a European country, yes, more or less.
we're pretty much our own country. And what I love most about California is not the cities. I've never really liked them since I was a child because I grew up out here in the countryside. I'm out here at my house. And,
Wow.
you know, yeah, there's no one around. I have no neighbors. And it's like like living in Basque Country.
Basque
And
Country.
yeah, it's similar. It looks like it because the oak trees and the hills. It's very similar to me
Okay, with a lot
geographically.
of forests or
Yeah, it's oak tree forest and sycamores, and we have the mountains that go to the beach, so it's very similar. But
okay.
yeah, it's that song describes how diverse the geography in California is. We have like 5 ecosystems. You have the palm trees and the beach. You have the desert down south. You have the dry forest with the pines and the conifers, and then you have on the coast, which starts north of, or even south of San Francisco at Big Sur, you have the rainforest of redwoods that goes all the way to Alaska, basically.
Yeah.
And then you have the fertile valleys with, we grow 80% of the food in America. We grow in California. People don't know
Wow.
that we're actually a state of
How many?
farmers.
80%.
80% of the fruits
Wow.
and vegetables eaten
Oh,
in America are grown in California. Yeah, we grow all the berries,
awesome.
all the nuts, all the peppers, all the oranges besides Florida, all the avocados, everything. Yeah. So I come from a farming town, and Mad Caddies is from a farming town where it's all cattle and farming. And so we're proud of our heritage as people that actually provide life for other people. You know.
Yeah. I read that you were born in a city with origins of Denmark. It could be.
Yeah. So well, I was born in Santa Barbara, but the band Mad Caddies is formed in Solvang, which means in Danish, sol, sun, and vang field, sunny field.
Ah,
And
okay, okay.
the Danish people settled my village over 100 years ago. And so half my friends growing up were like blue-eyed, blonde-haired, green-eyed Danish kids, and then the other half were Mexican. And so I just kind of fit in the middle, you know. It was a nice place to grow up, and it still is a really safe and nice place to raise your children. The only thing that changed since I was growing up is a lot of money came from Los Angeles because they wanted to get out of the city, and it's only 2 hours north, so they all come up and buy up all of the land and made it too expensive. But luckily, we've been here forever, so it's okay. Yeah.
I stayed in New York 5 months ago, more or less, and the difference of the cost of living is with Europe is a lot, no? Because
oh, it's crazy. It's crazy.
yeah.
I mean, I smoke, you know, the natural ones, but it's like this is $26 in California. This is $6 in Germany. You know, like why?
Yeah,
Why?
the taxes is very high in
It's all taxes, and because it's the same
all the
exact product,
taxes.
same product,
Yeah,
American Spirit. You can buy it in freaking Spain. You know, it's like no.
yeah,
I
yeah.
often if my son was not young, and he's almost 9, but if I didn't have a kid or if he was grown up, I would be living in Spain or Portugal for sure. No,
Yeah, but
100%,
in
because
Spain,
it's just
in Spain, the
because you
increase.
can live well. You can live
Yeah,
well.
yeah. A lot of people in Spain said that the cost of living is increasing during the last years, but when you will visit another countries,
Not when you
you
compare it
feel
to New
that
York or
is.
California. Okay,
I,
we just got back. One more note on tobacco, and then I'll stop. But we got back from Australia. These are $50 US, $70 Australian for a pack of rollies.
wow.
It's crazy,
It's
crazy.
crazy. It's
Yeah.
insane. Yes, it's insane. I would like to visit California in the future, and because a lot of bands that I like, as Green Day, Ignite, you, and Written Low, is from California, no? In case that I will visit, what venues do you recommend me to see a show in Los Angeles?
Well, like in Los Angeles, like my favorite place to play is the Troubadour. You know, that's where it was like the mafia started it to wash money. You know, but they treated the band so well, and they kept the prices low for the fans, so everybody loves it. You know,
Okay.
this was back in like the late '70s. You know, everybody played there. But I love that it's a small venue and it's off the Sunset Strip. It's over in West Hollywood, like in Gay Town, and it's just a cool venue. It holds like 600, and then of course like the Whiskey a Go Go. But it's a lot of bands don't play there anymore. It's more like Battle of the Bands and pay to play like kind of stuff at the Whiskey. But
Yeah.
it's still
Whiskey A
cool
Go
to
Go
go.
is the most famous venue, you know?
Yeah, but you still have to go for a drink next door at the Rainbow Room where everyone hung out, the Rainbow Bar. That's iconic. And then like in Northern California, if you go to San Francisco, our favorite place got shut down. It got torn down. We played there probably 20 times. It was called Slim's in San Francisco. It's gone. But
Okay.
yeah, but I mean in LA, of course, you got to go there. And then in Southern Cal, like if you go down to San Diego, there's like the Belly Up Tavern and like Linda's Doll, all these cool places. Northern California, yeah, you've got the Phoenix Theater and the Mystic Theater in Petaluma, just north of San Francisco, like where a lot of the bands play. But
Do
yeah, I
you
mean,
prefer?
California is it's just a big, beautiful place. I mean, it takes 12 hours to drive from San Diego to the Oregon border. So
Yeah.
it's really a long state. And that every place you go, it looks different, you know? So
I have some
it,
friends that rent a car and travel to along the coast, and one of my best friends told me that there is a Yosemite, no? Yosemite is close to Los Angeles and San Francisco, I think. Yosemite Park.
oh
Yosemite.
yeah, it's not far. Yeah, Yosemite's from my house maybe 5 hours. Yeah, you go through Fresno, you go over some mountains and through a valley, and then you're up in the Sierras. My son lives up in Lake Tahoe, so it's about an 8 hour drive. I'm moving up there soon. I've been trying to get out of here for 3 years, but after COVID, I lost my job for 2 years, and I didn't have enough money to finish my house to get it ready to rent out. So now I'm like finally going to get to move up to the mountains to be with my son because it's been a few years. But
Okay.
yeah, I can't stress enough the physical beauty of the state of California. Even though the cities have their problems, there's only all the people either live in Los Angeles, Orange County, San Diego, or like San Francisco Bay Area, and then the rest of the state is pretty much empty. It's just farms and small towns, and so
Okay.
it feels like you're in the middle of Spain or wherever. It's very
Yeah, in
similar.
Castilla.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Except your
Okay.
truck stop, your truck stops have better coffee though. That's for sure.
The better coffee. Ah, yeah,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Yes, in that area of Spain, there are very good meals and meats and products. It's
Yeah.
very good
Yes.
restaurants. Okay,
Yes.
I have seen your show 3 times that I explained you before. In Belgium, in the Groet Rock Festival in 2007, 2 years ago in Barcelona as a headliner in Resurrection Fest in 2009, I guess. Do you
Yeah.
remember your show in Resurrection Fest in 2009?
Yeah. I remember it very well.
Yes. Why?
Yeah. Well, number one, I'm a Capricorn. My birthday was a few days ago, January 19th, so I don't forget anything. It's a part of our trait. Um, well, I forget when I'm mean to people. I block that out. But no,
Classic
no,
people.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I remember almost every show we ever played. I have this like weird kind of photographic memory, but especially shows like that was like a big deal because it wasn't the concert; it was getting to the concert. And what happened? The airline lost all of our equipment, so we had to
Yeah, yeah.
borrow all the
I I re
guitars, and we had to borrow like a student trombone. And it
I
was
want to
like,
ask
oh,
you about it because I remember that all people said that you lose your instruments.
yeah,
It's a true
yeah.
history then.
Yeah. I don't. I hate playing Les Paul Gibsons because they're heavy and weird. I'm used to playing Fenders, and I had to play some Les Paul, and Eddie's playing some kid's trombone. It was really funny.
Okay.
But no, it turned out
Okay.
to be a great experience. And we're like, hey, we opened up for who was the headliner? Like Biohazard or somebody, or I forget, like some
Yeah.
old 80s, 90s metal band that I used to listen to when I was a kid. And I was like, this is cool, man.
Actually, it's a very big festival in Spain, Resurrection Fest. But in that days, I remember that there was a massive buzz to see you on stage that day, no? Because you are one of the first famous bands to play in that stage. And for
Oh,
us, for
cool.
inhabitants of Viveiro, was a highlight.
Now, Oviedo, it was so cool. It's such a beautiful area. And
Viveiro,
it really was.
Oviedo is close to Viveiro. Viveiro is in Galician. Oviedo
Oh, no.
is
Where did we,
Asturias.
where was, what's the name of the town at Resurrection Fest?
Viveiro.
Bibedo. Yeah. So
Viveiro.
cool. Yeah, it reminded me of Northern California. It looks like north of San Francisco with the nice
Yes.
estuary and the bay coming in. Yeah, it's very cool.
There are a culture of surf as California.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of friends that practice surf and skateboard as California
Sure.
as well.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm too old for skateboarding now because you get too hurt. Our bass player John broke his foot this year skateboarding, and he had to wear a cast for like 3 months on the stage. And he's like, I'm like, yeah, you're not gonna break your foot surfing. You know, the water is wet. It's much softer.
Okay. When you come to Spain, usually you come with David Peret, the promoter of HFMA. Many bands have continued to trust in David's work for many years. What's your opinion about David Peret?
Yeah, he's a great guy. You know, we met him through David Pollock, so now we're talking. We got David. Yeah,
A lot of Davids
yeah.
in
No, you
Spain.
know, hey, that guy fucking crashed my wedding, man. You know, he was at my wedding at my house right here. Like, let's see, my son's 9, so that would have been 11 years ago. I'm not married anymore, but It's funny that he was actually at my wedding. You know, I'm like,
Wow.
Dave, you didn't tell me. My wife at the time was all mad. She's like, we didn't have plans for one more person. Like, there's 120 people here. It's fine. There's enough tacos and beer for everyone. Just relax. Dave's here. No, Dave's great, man. He works really hard, and he's always done really good for us. So I
It's a
call him a
friend
good
for
friend.
you.
Yeah, he's a good friend. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's
Okay.
family. Once you work together so long, it's like it's family. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is your favorite Mad Caddies album so far?
Well, obviously the new one. Duh.
I suppose that you will tell me this one.
No, but no, but no, but of prior albums, I think the best Mad Caddies record was "Keep It Going" for sure.
Keep it going.
Yeah, I mean, it's got
2007.
all the most popular songs. It has "Backyard" and "State of Mind" and "Souls for Sale" and "Falling." I mean, "Lay Your Head Down," because we can look on the statistics and see what people are streaming. So we always know the top. You know, there's 130, 40 Mad Caddy songs. We always know what the fans are listening to. So it's easy to tell. It's easy to make your set list, for the tour. You just pick the top 20 songs, or maybe,
Yeah.
and then you throw in a couple more. But it's like, yeah, this is what they want to hear.
My favorite is just one more. It's just one more because
Oh, you're out. That would be my second favorite. Yeah,
the
yeah,
second
sure.
favorite. I remember
Yeah,
that I put the CD in during a trip in France, and it was a surprise for me when I heard the first time the song "Just One More," that
yeah,
contains Spanish words as "No necesito la vida rica, estoy
yeah.
contento contigo."
Contigo, sí. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
For a
and
Spanish
hey, I
fan,
want I want you to know I had to fight to get those words in Spanish too.
well, can you repeat me, please?
I had to argue because my old guitar player Sasha. We
Yes,
started the band. We started the band together. It was his
yes,
band. It
yes.
was
I
my
know.
blah blah blah. We were the bosses, the guys that wrote all the songs in the beginning, right? But he was always so worried about what other people thought instead of worrying what was fun. He was worried about the critics, if you know what I mean, the music critics, and he thought that, well, Sublime already did some Spanish lyrics, so they're just gonna say it. You're just trying to sound like Sublime. I'm like, bro, I've been going to Mexico since I was 2 years old. My mom thinks she was like a former Mexican in her past life. Like my house is filled with Mexican folk
Yeah.
art. Like I think I'm allowed to do some lyrics in Spanish.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's logical,
Yeah.
and there are some
I,
bands as California Sublime that speaking Spanish and some lyrics. For me,
yeah.
is or Mathball in hardcore New York.
No, well,
Uh,
that's why he said Sublime already did it. They're gonna say we're copying Sublime. I'm like,
ah,
no, they're not. No, they're not. Like, you don't get to
okay.
own a whole language. Come on,
Yeah,
dude.
no.
Sorry. No.
For the Spanish fans, it was fantastic because it's a way to sing with
Cheers.
you
Fuck yeah.
in thank you in the live shows, no? And that song
Yeah.
is insane when you hear this song in the venue, no?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yo tengo sueño. Oh, album todo habla español. Canciones.
canciones,
Singing
yes,
canciones. Yeah, todo en
canciones.
español. Es mi sueño. Sí.
Es tu sueño. Bueno,
Es,
in the
es, sí.
in the next album you can do it.
Yeah. No, I
Okay.
want to like on the next album. I want to do a whole song in Spanish, and then I want to do like a split record with a Mexican band or a Spanish band where we cover their songs or whatever we do in Spanish, but then they have to sing in English, and we do like 4 songs each. I think
Yeah,
it would be cool.
it's a good idea.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, there is a band in California that there is they have a Mexican cover band. No, I remember which is the name. The Bronx. It's
yeah. No, our old trumpet player Keith, he's a member, and it's like Mariachi El Bronx.
Mariachi El Bronx. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the Bronx is the punk band, right? They're from Southern California, but same thing. I mean, California is half Mexican or half
Yes.
Hispanic, let's say. because a lot of it's Guatemalan, El
Latin
Salvador.
culture, yes.
It's Latin culture, right? We all grew up with it. We grew up going to taco shops, listening to this music. If you worked in a restaurant as a teenager, there was no American music in the kitchen. You're fucking listening to la banda and mariachi, and all the guys are singing, and you learn the songs. And you're like,
and parties.
You're singing
Mariachis.
romantico. Yeah, I love the romantico and like la banda and the shit. But mariachi is like okay, but yeah. Anyway, once you learn, you learn that these guys and the Mexican culture in Latin, they love music, live music. It's huge. Yes. And ska is really big in Mexico. Like we played Mexico in 2018 for the Ska Fest, and we were on the second stage. It was our first time in Mexico City, and there was 3,000 people watching us on the second stage. And the main stage, they had like 8,000, and it was all Mexican bands. The only band I'd ever heard of was Scotalites, and like one other band I'd heard of, and it was like 10,000 people at the show. You're like, cool. Wow. Big fans of live music down there. They love it.
I know that Mexico is famous because there are a lot of metalheads and they love metal.
They love metal. Okay, so that's the second part of the story about how big live music is in Mexico, right? So we have 10,000 people sold out at the basketball arena. Well, the Metal Fest has 80,000 people 80, the same day, just down the road. So they're like, hey, wow. What music's still the biggest in metal? All those dudes with their long hair and their
long hair. Yeah.
Same in Spain, man. Like the hotel we were staying when we played in Madrid last time, there was an Iron Maiden concert down the road. And like, just thousands of people with their Iron Maiden shirts.
In Spain, bands as Metallica, Iron Maiden, Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, of course. They're the gods. They're gods. Yeah.
Every year.
But it's like that. It's like that here too. It's just, but not so much in California. But if you went to Texas or Iowa or somewhere, it's the same. You know, they love metal.
Yeah. Pantera is from Texas, and
yeah, exactly. Oklahoma.
Slipknot from Iowa.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, the next summer you will come to Europe for festival as Punk Rock Holiday in Tolmin, S-Bahn Festival in Germany. Is there any chance you could play in Spain next summer?
Yeah, I think so. We're just now booking the shows because we're in January, so we're a little late. Normally they're supposed to book it in November, but yeah, our agent's just getting back from vacation, so he goes to Costa Rica every year from Germany. So and yeah, it's almost the end of the month. So yeah, in the next couple of weeks, we'll finish everything up, and yeah, I'll probably be on a few more festivals and doing some club shows. And yeah, it would be nice to come back down there. I haven't been in we never played like way down in the south, you know, where everybody goes in the summer. That'd be kind of cool.
South, in Andalusia.
Andalusia, yeah, we never played down there. That'd be kind of cool to go down there. And I'd love to play in Basque Country again, you know, playing in San Sebastian or Hasco or Bilbao, or you know,
Bilbao.
That's like my. See, if I had to live somewhere, I would choose like San Sebastian area. It'd be like because they have the surf, but then I would live up in the hills, so I could have my garden and grow all my food, and then just take.
It's very beautiful, San Sebastian. Yes.
The food is so good, and everybody's so friendly. I mean, los pinchos. Los pinchos. I don't speak Basque, but they speak enough Spanish and English to get by. So, you know.
Okay.
How hard is that? I mean, do you know any Basque? Like, how hard is that?
Basque? No.
No, I mean, it's like X's and O's, and it's crazy. Yeah. They say it's one of the oldest languages in the world. You know that?
Yeah, it's one of the words. Yes.
Nobody
knows where is the origin.
No. Yeah, no one knows the origin. I find this fascinating. You know? They say it comes from the alien gods. You know, like, okay.
It's interesting people, Basque, interesting culture, interesting. Sure. Yes, it's a own country by itself. Yeah. In Spain, there are different countries. One of them is País Basque.
Yeah, you guys have like 4 or 5 regions, basically, that it's all kind of their own people, right?
Yeah, with different cultures, different languages.
Catalonia, and then Andalusia.
Galicia. I am from Galicia. Yeah.
Galicia.
País Basque.
Yeah. País Basque.
Valencia it could be. And And then the rest of Spain is more traditional, as toros,
See,
flamenco, but
right, right.
different cultures as well. Different. Is
Well,
the
it's very similar to the United States. It's just compacted into a smaller place. Because
yeah
if you go, you know, the West is kind of similar, but then you get to the South, man, they're their own people. The Cajun people, oh, I'm now speaking weird French redneck shit. We can't even understand what they're saying, and they're speaking English, but we don't understand. It's a whole
yeah
nother culture, you know. And
the
up in the
main
Northeast, and it's like, yeah, we
for
have
me
all the. We are
for me the
basically like
main the
seven countries.
main difference is that you are very patriots, and in Spain is not the same case. There are very
Yeah.
different nationalists, but uh,
You know,
when you
I'm not really a nationalist for the US anymore. I'm kind of more leaning more libertarian, like not left, not right, but in the middle. Like I just want free speech and to be left alone. I know
yeah
how to grow my own food, and I don't see a problem with the states breaking up a little bit. If you know, like Texas wants to leave, California wants to leave, you know, we're like, yeah, we don't need you because we.
yeah
Well, I'm just my main thing is I'm against war. So
against
if
war,
our
yes,
country
as me.
is making money off war from my tax dollars, then I don't want to pay for war to kill people anywhere.
Yeah
That's my number one thing. Just war, no war, and free speech, and then it all stops there. And then you
yeah
can have your own views. If you have, then you can say whatever you want. I can say whatever I want. Just don't hurt anybody. Don't kill anybody, and then we can all try to figure things out. You know, that's
I
my
agree. I totally
yeah,
agree. The
yeah.
hippie said, "Peace, make love." No, is
My parents were hippies, and I say it every night
wow,
on stage. I got it. Peace, love, respect. That's
and
it, man.
respect.
Yeah. You know, it's
Okay.
like I've grown up. I don't go to church and stuff, but I follow the Judeo-Christian values, which most religions around the world, including Muslim and Buddhist and all of them, and Judaism, all of them say the same thing. The
Yeah.
Ten Commandments. It's like don't steal, don't fuck your neighbor's wife, don't kill, don't lie. You know, like just try to be a
Yes.
good person, man. And that's it. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. Be a good person and respect
be a
for
good person
everyone.
and respect. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and try to enjoy it and try to, you know, a lot of us are having a hard time. I know I have been since, you know, since the whole COVID thing of too much time on the screen, you know, with YouTube and bullshit, and getting depressed and not being outside enough or with your friends or everything. And just this last year of touring again, I feel normal again and
Yes.
yeah, it's like, you know, depression and then feeling shitty is sucks. But the one thing we all have to remind ourselves is life is really fucking short.
Yes.
Especially, you know,
Very
I
short.
just turned 40. I just turned 46. And, you know, after 30, I don't know how old you are. You look, you know, mid 30s or something, but it goes by quick.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's like
Yes.
just try to enjoy it, you know. And
Sí, sí.
you know,
Carpe
I'm glad
diem.
you're doing this podcast. I'm glad you're doing something productive and positive and spreading music. That's awesome, dude. Like
Yeah.
congratulations,
Yeah.
David. That's really cool.
It's a
Yeah.
way of enjoy music and talk with
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
heroes,
Yeah. No,
my
it's great.
teenage
No, it's
heroes.
cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just a regular dude, man. You know, just trying to get by like everybody. Just, you know.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
love making music. Love making music. I'm down to chat as long as you want, man.
Yes. Okay, Chuck. For me, all the questions that I want to ask you is done. Okay, and if you want to give some word to your fan base in Spain or explain some situation, it's your time.
Okay, yeah. Just thanks for all your support, guys. It's one of my favorite places to come. Um, the restaurant we ate at the festival when we were, what's the name? I sorry, we only went there once, so I already forgot again. You told me at the beginning. Um, North of Barcelona.
Girona.
Thank you, Girona. Yeah, David took us to this wood-fired steakhouse because he knows where we like to cook on wood fire where I'm from. You know, the barbecue, the beef and the pork and the chicken on the
Barbecue.
wood.
Wow.
Yeah, but not like Southern barbecue, not the sloppy sauce. Like no, we do it on oak wood and we cook it nice and slow and you know outside. But they had an oak wood barbecue steak place we went to, and I've always been a big Los Angeles Lakers fan, and Pau Gasol was like my favorite, you know, at the end of the era, Kobe era, and I was like,
Pau
and
Gasol.
he goes, yeah, yeah, and then and I'm like, this place is really nice, and then the owner goes or talks something in Spanish to David, and then he goes, oh yeah, his brother just ate here like 2 nights ago because they had the basketball game or whatever. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, I just ate at the same place as the fucking Gasol brothers. Like,
Yes, yes,
yeah.
yes. The brother of Pau Gasol is playing in Girona.
Yeah, so he's playing in Girona, so that's his favorite restaurant. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we went to the right spot, you know. Hell yeah.
Yes, yes.
So that was my fanboy Spain story from the summer. It was a really nice dinner too. And by the way, when I saw the bill, I go, that's what I would have paid for a burger and 2 drinks back home at a fucking brewery. It was like, you know, when we talked about the price difference, it's like, wow, for a really nice place. It was
Yes.
like 40 euros each with wine and drinks and a steak, where that back home, 40 euros would have been like a burger and 2 beers and a tip, you know? You're like,
Yeah, yeah.
fuck. And I got a really good steak and good wine and a nice bread. Oh, yeah. Way better. Half price.
Yeah, it's a way of living that is our culture, no? Our culture,
Yeah.
and at the same
Well,
time,
eating together,
yeah,
it's important. I love it. You know, the US has kind of lost that in and some places it's still there. But especially I love Europe because people come out at night or in the day at lunchtime to have coffee and whatever, maybe white wine or
yes,
whatever. But they get together and they talk to their friends and their family, and they're not staring at their fucking phones the whole time.
yeah,
I mean,
yes.
yeah, they might check a message, but you know, they're actually talking like
Yes.
humans should, and I love it. It's what we're
Yeah,
supposed to do. Be
we
with each
love
other.
talking with someone, and we love
Yeah.
dancing. We love
Fuck yeah.
assisting at shows. Yes.
Yeah. Everything.
Okay,
You know.
Chuck.
All right,
I
David.
repeat you for me it's a good pleasure, and I hope that you will come to Spain soon.
All right. Well, thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it. Peace, love, respect, brother.
Respect, respect, Chuck. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, David. Cheers, man. Ciao.
Ciao.